Close your eyes and listen, not with your ears, but with whatever is left inside you that refuses to die. Whatever small part of you still believes there is more to your life than waking up, scrolling, eating, sleeping, and calling that existence. Forget the world for a moment. Forget everyone who doubted you, betrayed you, or walked away from you. Forget your past. Forget every excuse you've ever used to avoid becoming the person you were meant to be. This moment is not about them. It's about you versus you. There are two versions of you living inside your mind. One wants comfort. One wants greatness. One wants excuses. One wants results. One is addicted to the past. One is hungry for the future. Only one of them will survive. And the version that wins is the version you will have to live with for the rest of your life. People think life is a war between you and the world, but they're wrong. The real war has always been inside your mind, between who you are and who you could be. You say you are tired of life, but you are not tired of life, you are tired of losing to yourself. Every morning you wake up with potential, and every night you go to sleep with excuses. You talk about discipline, yet treat comfort like oxygen. You dream about success, yet you worship distraction. You want a different life, yet you repeat the same days. You scroll to escape the life you are too afraid to build. You sabotage your own potential, then complain that nothing changes. The truth is simple. There is no enemy out there. The only thing standing between the life you want and the life you have is the weaker version of you that you allow to make decisions. You lose the battle every time you choose instant comfort over long-term respect. You lose every time you tell yourself, "I'll do it tomorrow." You lose every time you validate your laziness with fake logic. You lose every time you believe the lies your weakness whispers. It's okay to rest again. You have time. You'll start next week. You deserve a break. No. You deserve a life you are proud of. You deserve the body, the money, the confidence, the peace, the control, the strength, the respect. You deserve a mind that obeys you instead of attacks you. But to get it, you have to kill the version of you that is murdering your future. The lazy you must die. The undisciplined you must die. The insecure you must die. The jealous you must die. The flaky, uncommitted, excuse-making, procrastinating version of you must die. Greatness requires sacrifice. Comfort is the enemy. Growth is pain. Discipline feels like hell. You will have to force yourself to move when everything inside you wants to stay still. You will have to work when you are tired, study when you are bored, show up when no one supports you, stay consistent when results are invisible. That is why most people lose. Not because they are weak, but because the old version of them is stronger than the new version trying to break through. You versus you. But here is the secret. The life you want already exists in another timeline, in another reality, and the only way to reach it is to become the person who deserves it. Your future self is watching you right now. The version of you who already made it, the version with the body you want, the money you want, the confidence you want, the lifestyle you want, is looking at you from across time and screaming, "Don't quit. Don't stop. Don't you dare waste this life. I am waiting for you." Every time you push when you are tired, you move toward that version. Every time you wake up early, you move toward that version. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you move toward that version. Every time you break an old habit, you move toward that version. Every day you survive, you get closer. But every time you give up, you move further away. Your future self either becomes your inspiration or your regret. Ask yourself something painful. If you died tomorrow, would the life you lived be worth it? Would the younger version of you, the child who had dreams, excitement, purity, be proud of the person you became or ashamed that you stopped trying? You owe that child more than this. You owe your future self more than this. You don't need perfection. You need action. Action when you are tired, actions when you are unmotivated, actions when you are depressed, action when you feel nothing. Discipline is not built on feeling good. Discipline is built on doing what is required regardless of how you feel. There will be days where your bed feels heavier than your dreams, where your mind feels like an enemy, where life feels pointless, where you question everything. But listen carefully. The moments you feel like giving up are the exact moments that define who you are becoming. If you quit when it hurts, you return to the life you hate. If you push when it hurts, you build the life you want. The world doesn't reward the comfortable. It rewards the consistent. You don't need motivation, you need momentum. Small wins repeated daily until your life changes. Imagine a version of you 2 years from now who doesn't recognize their old self. Imagine waking up with peace instead of anxiety, confidence instead of doubt, strength instead of weakness. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing a warrior, someone dangerous, someone disciplined, someone unstoppable. That person exists, but only if you kill the version of you who keeps losing. You versus you. You don't have to beat the world, just beat the old you. The you who hits snooze, the you who scrolls for hours, the you who talks more than works, the you who breaks promises to yourself, the you who is scared to start, the you who keeps waiting for the perfect time. There is no perfect time. There is only now. The world will not hand you greatness. You must take it. You must build it. You must become someone who forces life to respect you. This is your turning point, but no one else is coming to save you. No one is going to push you. No one is going to fix your life. No one is going to do the work for you. You can either keep losing to yourself, or you can stand up, face the mirror, and say, enough. I'm done being my own enemy. And when the weaker voice starts whispering, drown it in action, not words, action. When you don't want to work, work anyway. When you don't want to study, study anyway. When you don't want to wake up, get up anyway. Because that is how the stronger version takes control. Every day you choose discipline, the weak version of you dies a little. One day the voice of weakness will disappear completely, and all that will remain is a mind that obeys you, a body that follows you, a life that reflects you. The war inside you will never end, but you can choose who wins. And when you take your last breath, the world won't matter. The opinions won't matter. The failures won't matter. Only one question will matter. Did you become the person you were meant to be, or did you stay a prisoner of your own excuses? The answer is being written right now. Every day, every choice, every moment. You versus you. Choose who wins.
And now listen closely, because this is the part most people never understand. The world does not give you the life you want. It gives you the life you demand. Not verbally, not by wishing, not by praying, but by the standards you enforce upon yourself. Your standards shape your destiny. If you tolerate weakness, you will live a weak life. If you tolerate excuses, you will live a small life. If you tolerate laziness, you will live a life full of regret. But if you demand excellence from yourself, if you demand discipline, if you demand change, the world has no choice but to shift around you. Your standards are invisible contracts with reality, and reality always honors them. Look at your current life, and you will see the standards you've accepted. If you hate your life, It means you have been negotiating with your own weakness far too long. You have lowered your expectations so you wouldn't have to face discomfort. You told yourself you were fine, when really you were drowning. You lied to yourself so many times that you forgot what honesty felt like. But something inside you knows the truth. You are meant for more. You can feel it. Every time you see someone doing what you wish you could do, something burns inside you. Jealousy is not a negative emotion. It is a signal. It is your potential knocking on the door, screaming, "This could be you if you had the courage." When you get jealous of someone successful, you are not angry at them, you're angry at yourself, because deep down you know you could have been there. You know you had chances, you know you had time, you know you had talent, but you let the weaker version of you win. And that pain is not there to destroy you, it is there to wake you. Every emotion you feel is a message. Anger tells you something needs to change. Sadness tells you something is missing. Regret tells you you're out of alignment. Jealousy tells you what you're capable of. Every emotion points toward the same truth. You are living below your potential. But potential means nothing if you are too afraid to activate it. You are not unlucky. You are uncommitted. You are not behind. You are undisciplined. You are not broken. You are untrained. The greatest version of you is not a fantasy. It's a blueprint waiting for execution. But execution requires sacrifice. You must sacrifice laziness, sacrifice comfort, sacrifice ego, sacrifice pride, sacrifice the old world you built to survive in. Because you are no longer trying to survive, you are trying to conquer. And conquering requires war. Not a war with the world, but a war with the version of yourself that has been stealing your life one wasted day at a time. So ask yourself right now, with brutal honesty, which version of you is winning? The version that wakes up early or the version that sleeps until noon? The version that works on dreams or the version that scrolls through other people's lives wishing they were yours? The version that takes accountability or the version that blames everyone else? The version that moves or the version that waits? The version that builds or the version that breaks? You can lie to the world, but you can't lie to yourself. Your life will always reflect the truth. And the truth is, you have a decision to make right now about who you are going to be from this moment forward. Not tomorrow, not next year, now. This second. Because if you don't decide, the weaker you will decide for you. And that version will always choose the path of least resistance. That version will always choose the path that leads nowhere. But you are done with that. You are done wasting time. You are done pretending. You are done losing to yourself. You are done living small. You are done letting fear make decisions. You are done letting your comfort rob you of your destiny. You are done carrying the weight of who you used to be. You are done staying silent while your dreams suffocate inside you. The world needs the stronger version of you, the one who shows up even when nobody is watching, the one who chooses discipline even when motivation is dead, the one who moves forward even when hope feels gone. The one who treats every day as if it matters, because it does. Every day is a page in your story. Every choice is a sentence. Every habit is a paragraph. Every year is a chapter. And one day your story will end. The question is, will it be a story of greatness or a story of excuses? A story of discipline or a story of regret? A story where you built or a story where you broke? A story where you fought or a story where you surrendered? A story where you lived or a story where you simply existed? In the end, there will be no trophy for potential, no celebration for almost, no applause for someday. There will only be the life you built or the life you wasted. And no matter how loud the world becomes, no matter how many people you impress or disappoint, there is only one voice that will matter in the final moment: your own. When everything is quiet, when the world is gone, when time runs out, the only question that will echo in your soul is, did I become the person I was meant to be? Did I win against myself? Because every day you live, every battle you fight, every temptation you resist, every sacrifice you make, every moment you endure, it's all leading to that one question. And right now, you still have time to make sure the answer is yes. Not by wishing, not by planning, by deciding, by moving, by choosing discipline over emotion, purpose over pleasure, growth over comfort, by becoming the person your future self can be proud of. Because that is the meaning of life. Not happiness, not comfort, not ease, but evolution. You versus you. The war ends when you rise. The war ends when you stop breaking your own heart with your own excuses. The war ends the moment you stand up, breathe in, and say, enough. Enough waiting, enough hiding, enough wasting, enough losing. My life begins now. My discipline begins now. My strength begins now. My transformation begins now. And from this moment forward, every day will be a battle, and you will win. Because you have decided that the person you are becoming is more powerful than the person you used to be. And the world will never be able to stop someone who has mastered themselves.
But don't think this journey will be clean, or glamorous, or poetic. It will be chaotic, ugly, lonely, painful, and terrifying, because you are not just changing your habits, you are changing your identity. The weaker version of you will not leave quietly. It will fight. It will manipulate you. It will give you excuses that sound logical. It will tell you to rest. It will tell you to slow down. It will tell you that you're doing enough. It will tell you that you deserve comfort. It will remind you of every failure you had. It will fill your mind with doubt, anxiety, fear, and the illusion of tomorrow. Because the old you knows that if you stay disciplined long enough, you won't need it anymore. The old you will die. And every part of your mind that is addicted to laziness will panic when it feels itself disappearing. That is why the first part of transformation is always the hardest. Not because you're weak, but because the old you is still strong. Every bad habit has been trained. Every excuse has been rehearsed. Every weakness has been fed. You had spent years giving power to the wrong version of yourself, and now you must take that power back, one painful choice at a time. Do not expect it to be easy. Expect it to be war. Expect your mind to scream. Expect your body to resist. Expect your emotions to betray you. But understand this, the greater the resistance, the closer you are to evolution. Weak minds run from resistance. Strong minds chase it, because resistance is proof that growth is happening. Your muscles shake when they get stronger. Your voice trembles when you speak your truth. Your mind fights when you begin to discipline it. Change is uncomfortable because weakness is dying. Pain is the sound of your old self breaking apart. You don't need to run from it. Lean into it. Embrace it. Every moment you push through resistance, you carve a new identity, a stronger identity, a disciplined identity. And eventually, the voice of weakness becomes quieter. The cravings become weaker. The excuses become embarrassing. The old you becomes unrecognizable. And then something unbelievable happens. The habits you used to force become natural. Waking up early becomes automatic. Working hard becomes normal. Going to the gym becomes routine. Reading becomes enjoyable. Discipline becomes identity.
And once discipline becomes identity, success becomes inevitable. Because success is never a question of can you. It is always a question of will you. Most people can, they just won't. You will. And when you do, you will notice something else. The world stops feeling random, chaotic, cruel, and unfair. You realize that life is not against you. Your weakness was. The world was never your enemy. Your habits were. The universe was never ignoring you. You were ignoring yourself. And the moment you stop betraying your potential, life starts giving you opportunities that were invisible before. Not because they weren't there, but because you weren't someone who could see them, handle them, or deserve them. Remember this forever. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. If you want discipline, become disciplined. If you want confidence, build habits that create confidence. If you want success, become someone who deserves success. The world is not withholding anything from you. You have been withholding your greatness from the world. And the moment you release it, everything changes. Your energy changes, your presence changes, your decisions change, and the world responds to that. People begin to notice. Opportunities start appearing. You stop chasing and start attracting. You stop begging and start choosing. Because the person who has mastered themselves is dangerous. Not violent, not arrogant. Dangerous because they cannot be broken. Dangerous because they no longer depend on motivation. Dangerous because their mind obeys them. Dangerous because excuses no longer have power over them. Dangerous because they don't wait, they create. And once you reach that level, life becomes different. You stop fearing failure because failure cannot defeat you. You stop fearing judgment because judgment cannot control you. You stop fearing uncertainty because uncertainty cannot break you. You stop fearing time because you are using it instead of wasting it. And you stop fearing regret because you know you are building a life worth remembering. But until that day comes, you must fight. You must fight for discipline. You must fight for your future. You must fight for the life you want. You must fight against every lazy, weak, defeated thought that tries to drag you backwards. Because every time you lose that battle, even once, you feed the old identity. And every time you win, even once, you take back more power than you realize. Your entire life can change from one decision, one moment of strength, one act of defiance against your old self. One day where you say, I don't care how I feel, I am doing this. That is the moment the universe starts paying attention. And it will test you. It will throw obstacles in your path. It will give you reasons to stop. It will tempt you with comfort. Not because the world hates you, but because life only gives greatness to those strong enough to command it. And if you endure, if you push, if you stay consistent long enough, there will come a day where you no longer recognize the person you used to be. You will see photos from your past and feel like you are looking at a stranger. You will hear the thoughts you used to have and laugh because they no longer control you. You will remember the excuses you once believed and feel disgusted by them. And you will realize something beautiful. The battle was worth it. Every day of discipline was worth it. Every sacrifice was worth it. Every lonely night was worth it. Every moment of pain was worth it. Because the life you will be living will feel like freedom. Not freedom from struggle, but freedom from yourself. The weaker you will no longer exist. The undisciplined you will no longer exist. The afraid you will no longer exist. The small, soft, insecure, lazy, frightened version of you will be gone. And all that will remain is the version you always knew you could be. The version you were born to become. The version that wakes up with purpose, moves with certainty, speaks with power, works with discipline, and refuses to break. That version of you is real. It is waiting. And every second you delay is a second you steal from your own future. So stop delaying, stop waiting, stop losing. The battle is happening right now inside your mind, and the only question left is simple. Will you win?
And here's the truth that will shock you the day you finally wake up. Nobody is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends, not society, not God, not the universe. You can pray, you can hope, you can beg life to change, but nothing will happen until you change. The universe does not respond to thoughts, it responds to action. You can sit in your room dreaming for 10 years and nothing will move, nothing will shift, nothing will improve. Because wanting a better life is worthless if you are not willing to build it. People spend their whole life waiting for the right time, but that time never comes. The poor wait for money to start. The weak wait for confidence to try. The insecure wait for support. The jealous wait for fairness. And then life ends. The cemetery is full of potential, full of people who waited instead of acted, who dreamed instead of executed, who hoped instead of built, who wanted instead of worked. That cannot be your future. You cannot die with your greatness still inside you. You cannot become another lost soul who wasted the one life they were given because they were afraid of discomfort. This world is brutal to the weak. It crushes them, ignores them, replaces them. But this same world bends for the strong. It opens doors for those who refuse to quit. It rewards those who move with purpose. It crowns those who discipline their mind. If you want freedom, if you want respect, if you want power, you must earn it with your actions, not your fantasies. And the craziest part? You don't need to be special. You don't need to be wealthy. You don't need to be gifted. You don't need connections. You just need to be consistent long enough for the world to have no choice but to notice. It is not the smartest who win, not the fastest, not the strongest. It is the ones who stay in the fight after everyone else has quit. It is the ones who build while others sleep. It is the ones who train while others watch. It is the ones who believe when everyone else doubts. If you hold on longer than others, you rise higher than others. And the more you evolve, the more something beautiful happens. Life stops punishing you and starts rewarding you. People start respecting you. Your body starts transforming. Your mind becomes clearer. Your confidence becomes louder. Opportunities appear that never existed before, not because the world changed, because you did. You became the kind of person who attracts greatness instead of repelling it. And once you reach this point, something powerful happens in your soul. You stop needing motivation at all. You stop needing someone to inspire you. You stop waiting for energy or mood or excitement. You move because movement is who you are now. You act because action is your identity. You work because you respect yourself too much to be lazy. That is where true freedom is found, when discipline becomes a part of your DNA. But to reach that level, you must first survive the war with your weaker self. And that war will be the hardest thing you ever fight. You will want to quit 1,000 times. Your mind will beg you to stop. Your emotions will scream. Your body will resist change. You will feel alone. You will doubt yourself. You will question everything. But every struggle has only two choices.
You either quit and return to the life you hate, or you push and build the life you want. Pain is temporary. Regret lasts forever. And regret is the most painful thing a human being can experience, not because of what happened, but because of what could have happened. The day you start living like you are running out of time is the day your life begins to change, because you are running out of time. Every second you waste is a second you never get back. Every day you do nothing is a day your dreams fade. Every year you stay the same is a year of potential burned to ashes. One day you will be old. One day you will be weak. One day you will wish you could come back to this moment right now. And if that future version of you had the chance to speak to you, they would fall to their knees, grab your face, and scream, "Don't waste this. Don't ruin this life. Don't throw away your power. Don't die as a version of yourself that never lived." The future you, the successful you, the confident you, the disciplined you, the wealthy you, the respected you is waiting. Every step you take, every sacrifice you make, every moment you push forward, you walk closer to that version. You are not fighting for the present, you are fighting for the future. You are fighting for a life where you wake up proud, not ashamed. A life where your reflection makes you smile instead of avoid the mirror. A life where your parents look at you with pride instead of worry. A life where you don't run from responsibility, you control it. A life where you don't escape reality, you build it. A life where you don't search for purpose, you are the purpose. And in that life, nothing is impossible. Not success, not money, not transformation, not love, not happiness, not fulfillment. Everything becomes possible the moment you stop negotiating with weakness and start declaring war on it. So this is your moment. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next year. Now, right now. The world is silent. The room is still. Your heart is beating. Your lungs are breathing. You survived every battle that tried to break you. You are still here, and that means your story is not finished. This is the moment where you decide who wins, the weak you or the powerful you, the version that wastes life or the version that builds one, the version that gives up or the version that forces the universe to bend. You versus you. The war ends when you make a decision. I will not be my own enemy anymore. I will not destroy myself anymore. I will not waste my time anymore. I will not run from discipline. I will not break promises to myself. I will not live small. You have one life, one, and it's happening right now. Choose who you become. Choose who wins. Because when the final moment of your life comes, you won't remember the excuses. You will remember who you became. Make sure that person was worth living as. Make sure that person was strong. Make sure that person was unstoppable. Make sure that person was you.
But listen carefully, because this is where everything changes. There will come a moment in your life, not loud, not dramatic, just a quiet second where something inside you snaps and you finally understand that the person you have been is not the person you are required to be. In that moment, you will feel anger, not at the world, not at other people, but at yourself. Anger for wasting time, anger for letting fear make decisions, anger for betraying your own potential, because nothing hurts more than realizing you were the only one holding you back. Not the world, not your parents, not your past. You were the cage. You were the chains. You were the enemy. And the day that realization hits, every part of you will want to rise. Not slowly, not gently, violently. You will want to rip apart every bad habit, every limiting belief, every excuse that has been poisoning your life. You will want to destroy the weaker self, burn it, bury it, erase it, because suddenly you will taste the truth. You are capable of more than you have ever shown. The human mind is a weapon. The human soul is fire. But both rust when you live like you have infinite time. Look at how you live. You care more about comfort than growth, more about entertainment than purpose, more about temporary pleasure than permanent progress. And then you wonder why you feel empty. Of course you feel empty. Your spirit wasn't designed for laziness, distraction, and mediocrity. Your spirit was built for conquest, for progress, for evolution, for self-mastery. You were meant to wake up with hunger, to chase goals that scare you, to build a life that makes you proud. And deep down, you know it. That's why comfort never feels satisfying. That's why scrolling for hours feels disgusting afterward. That's why you lie in bed at night feeling like you are wasting your existence, because you are. Your soul is screaming for more, not more entertainment, not more pleasure, more purpose. But purpose demands sacrifice. You can't have both comfort and greatness. You must choose. And if you don't choose, life chooses for you. The world will punish you for being average. Life will punish you for being weak. Opportunities will disappear, relationships will die, dreams will rot, time will run. The universe does not reward the person who tries, it rewards the person who becomes. You think success is about talent? No, it's about transformation. The person you are right now is not the person who earns the life you dream about. You must upgrade. Like a sword must go through fire, like muscles tear before they grow, like seeds rot before they bloom, you must destroy who you were to become who you are supposed to be. The painful thing is that nobody can do it for you. Not your friends, not your family, not your partner, not God, not the universe. You must do it. Alone. You must feel the pain of discipline. You must fight the war against your weaker self. You must stare temptation in the face and say, "Not today." You must leave the old world behind, the one filled with excuses, distractions, laziness, fear, procrastination, insecurity. That version of you does not get to cross into the next chapter of your life. If you bring your old self into your future will look just like your past. So let that version die. Mourn it if you must, but bury it. The world doesn't care about the promises you made, it cares about the promises you kept. The world doesn't reward potential, it rewards results. The world doesn't hand out respect, it gives respect to those who earn it. And you know what the strongest people have in common? They didn't wait to feel ready. They acted while scared. They worked while tired. They trained while depressed. They moved forward even when the world ignored them. They became dangerous. And when you become dangerous, when your discipline is stronger than your emotions, when your mind obeys you, when your soul refuses to quit, something unbelievable happens. Life bends. Doors open. People change how they look at you. Opportunities appear out of nowhere. The world respects strength because strength is rare. Anyone can talk. Anyone can dream. Anyone can want. Very few do. Very few sacrifice. Very few endure. Very few take the harder path. And you know what's crazy? Once you start becoming disciplined, once you start seeing results, once you start building momentum, everything you used to think was impossible will feel small. The mountain that once terrified you will turn into a hill. The habits that once controlled you will become weak. The excuses that once ruled you will die. You will realize that the cage you lived in was never real. It was just your mind convincing you to stay small. And once the illusion breaks, you will never fit inside that cage again. You will crave challenge. You will crave growth. You will crave a bigger life. Because once you taste progress, comfort tastes like poison. Once you feel your power, weakness disgusts you. Once you see the path, there is no going back. And this is where the real transformation begins. You will stop seeking motivation and start seeking discipline. You will stop wanting attention and start wanting respect. You will stop wishing for success and start building it. You will lose friends because you will no longer tolerate negativity, laziness, or small thinking. You will outgrow conversations, habits, hobbies, environments, and even your old identity. And yes, it will hurt. Growth always hurts. Evolution always hurts. Shedding the old you will feel like losing a part of yourself, but what you gain is worth everything. Self-respect, confidence, control, strength, a life you are proud of. And one day, not far from now, you will wake up and realize you no longer recognize the weak version of yourself, the one who hid, the one who complained, the one who broke promises, the one who feared failure. That person will feel like a stranger because the strongest version of you will finally be here. And on that day, you will understand the battle was never against the world. It was always you versus you. You just had to decide who deserved to win.
But before you even think about the future, you must understand something that most people never realize. You don't become great by changing your life. You become great by changing yourself. Your habits shape your destiny. Your discipline builds your identity. Your identity builds your future. You can chase success for the rest of your life, but until you transform who you are, success will always run faster than you. You cannot live like a broken version of yourself and expect the life of a powerful one. You cannot think like a victim and expect the rewards of a warrior. You cannot act like you have unlimited time and expect to achieve anything that matters. Most people spend their whole lives avoiding discomfort, and because of that, they never grow. They don't realize that every dream is guarded by pain. You want success? Then you must earn it with discomfort. You want confidence? Then you must earn it by doing the things you are scared to do. You want discipline? Then you must earn it by winning the battles no one sees. You want respect? Then you must earn it by refusing to quit when quitting is easy. Life is a mirror. It gives you exactly what you give it. Give laziness, get regret. Give excuses, get nothing. Give effort, get progress. Give discipline, get transformation. But there is something deeper. Every day that you choose discipline over comfort, you not only change your future, you change your identity. You begin to see yourself as someone who follows through, someone who finishes, someone who keeps promises, someone who doesn't break under pressure. And once you become that person, your entire world shifts, because self-discipline is not just about working hard. It is about proving to yourself that you are stronger than your emotions. It is about looking at temptation and choosing your goals instead. It is about saying no to your weakness and yes to your destiny. And the world respects people who master themselves. Think about the people you admire, the ones you look up to, the ones whose lives inspire you. What separates them from the rest? It's not luck, it's not genetics, it's not talent. It's consistency, it's discipline. It's refusing to accept an average life. The difference between success and failure is not one big choice, it's 1,000 small ones. Every day, you are either building your future or destroying it. Every day, you are either training your mind or weakening it. Every day, you are either feeding your greatness or feeding your excuses. There is no in between. Time is not waiting for you. Life is not pausing. The world is moving without you. And if you want to stop being a spectator in your own existence, you must start acting like the main character. You must take control. You must take responsibility. You must stop blaming circumstances, parents, luck, society, friends, and start looking in the mirror. Because the moment you stop blaming the world is the moment the world stops controlling you. Weak people wait for motivation. Strong people build systems. Systems that remove emotion from the equation. Systems that turn discipline into a habit. Systems that force growth even on the days you don't feel like growing. You don't rise by accident. You rise by design. And that means planning your life, structuring your routines, and committing to them like your future depends on it, because it does. But here's the part nobody wants to admit. Change is boring. Discipline is repetitive. Growth is uncomfortable. Most people quit because progress feels slow. They want transformation in a week, success in a month, results without effort. But transformation is invisible before it becomes undeniable. Seeds grow underground before they rise. Muscles build in silence before anyone sees them. Skills improve quietly before the world praises them. All greatness begins in private. The world only sees the results, never the suffering. So do not let slow progress fool you. Do not let quiet effort discourage you. Every day you stay disciplined, even if nothing changes on the outside, everything is changing on the inside. Your mind, your identity, your strength, your potential. And one day, all of it will explode outward into results everyone can see. And on that day, people will call you lucky. They will say you had it easy. They will say success came out of nowhere. They won't know about the nights you cried, the mornings you forced yourself out of bed, the habits you built, the temptations you resisted, the old you that you buried. They won't know because they only see the transformation, not the war you fought to earn it. But you will know, and that is what matters. Because real success is not about being better than others. It is about being better than your old self. That is the only competition that has ever existed. You versus you. And every day you win that battle, your life changes. Not instantly, not dramatically, quietly, but permanently. So don't think about perfection. Think about consistency. Don't chase intensity, chase discipline. Don't wait for motivation, build habits. You don't need to change your entire life today. You just need to win the next hour, then the next, then the next. That is how greatness is built, in small, unstoppable steps. And once you learn to master those steps, nothing in this world can stop you.
And now that you've heard the truth, there is something you must understand. Transformation does not care about your comfort. The universe does not hand greatness to the relaxed. The life you want demands pain, sacrifice, sweat, and war. You don't become a warrior by reading about battles. You become one by walking through fire. And the fire you are about to walk through will not be outside of you. It will be inside your mind. Your thoughts will try to drag you back into the old world, whispering that you don't need to change, that you can start later, that life is fine as it is, but you know it's a lie. If life was fine, you wouldn't feel this hunger inside your chest. You wouldn't feel that rage when you see someone achieving what you know you're capable of. You wouldn't feel that anxiety at night when your dreams scream at you louder than your excuses. Hunger means destiny. Pain means awakening. Jealousy means potential. You feel these things because there is something inside you that refuses to die quietly. There is a stronger version of you trapped beneath comfort, routine, and fear, banging on the walls, begging to be released. And if you don't set that version free, it will haunt you for the rest of your life. Because the more you run from your potential, the heavier it becomes. Every year you stay the same, your soul grows colder. Every dream you bury turns into regret. Every time you betray yourself, you kill a piece of your spirit. Do not lie to yourself. You know you were not made to live a small life. There is evidence everywhere. The way you think differently, the way you feel out of place around people with no ambition, the way your mind refuses to settle, the way your heart breaks every time you imagine a bigger life and realize how far you are from living it. That's not depression,
That's destiny. That's your future self yelling from the other side, telling you to move, to act, to start, to become. And you have wasted enough time pretending you don't hear it. So from this moment forward, you must hold yourself to a new standard. No one will force you. No one will push you. No one will carry you. You must drag yourself out of bed. You must tear yourself away from distraction. You must discipline your mind like a soldier preparing for war, because that is what this is, a war. You versus you. And if you don't destroy the version of yourself that is killing your potential, that version will destroy you. Maybe not physically, but spiritually, mentally, emotionally, slowly, quietly. Until one day you wake up 50 years old and realize you built nothing, became nothing, inspired no one, and wasted the one life you were given. That is the real nightmare, not failure, not pain, not hardship. Regret. Regret is the ghost that will follow you until your last breath, whispering, "This could have been you. You could have been great. You chose to be comfortable instead." But if you build discipline now, if you start moving now, if you start tearing down the weaker version of yourself now, everything changes. In a month, you'll feel different. In 6 months, you'll look different. In a year, you'll live different. You will stop being a prisoner to your own brain and become the commander of it. Your mind will no longer control you. You will control it. And when that happens, nothing can break you. Not heartbreak, not failure, not betrayal, not disappointment, not fear. Because the strongest person in the world is not the one who can fight others, it's the one who can defeat themselves. When you master your thoughts, you master your life. When you master your habits, you master your future. When you master your emotions, you become unstoppable. Most people never reach this level because they never even try. They talk, they wish, they dream, they compare, they hate, they complain, they blame, but they don't build. You will not be one of them. You are not like them. You feel this message differently. You feel it in your bones because deep down, you know the world has not seen the real you yet. You know you are still operating at 10% of your power. You know there is a version of you that walks with confidence, speaks with certainty, thinks with clarity, works with discipline, loves themselves fully, and never breaks their own promises. And that version is waiting, standing on the other side of effort, on the other side of sacrifice, on the other side of consistency. That version of you is not asking for miracles, only for commitment. One decision, one choice, one moment where you stop losing and start becoming. Because here is the secret. Transformation is not something that happens gradually. It happens in a moment. One moment when you finally decide you're done living a life that insults your potential, that you're done being average, that you're done hiding your strength, that you're done letting fear write your story, that you're done watching others win while you sabotage yourself, that you're done waiting for motivation and start relying on discipline. This moment can be the moment everything changes. Not because the world suddenly gets easier, but because you finally become stronger. And when you become stronger, the world cannot stop you. Look at yourself now, still here, still breathing, still alive. Life might have beaten you, hurt you, scarred you, but it did not kill you. You survived. And surviving is the first step towards conquering. Now stand up inside yourself mentally, spiritually, and declare war on the version of you that has been destroying your future. Kill the voice that tells you to quit. Kill the habits that keep you weak. Kill the excuses that poison your potential. Kill the fear that chains your soul. Burn the old version of you to ashes, and from those ashes, build the version of you the world will never forget, the version you will be proud to die as. You versus you. It has always been you versus you. And now, finally, you choose who wins.
But before the transformation happens, something dark will occur, something most people never speak about because it is uncomfortable and painful. You will grieve. not for other people, but for yourself. You will grieve for the years you wasted, the potential you buried, the opportunities you ignored, the dreams you abandoned, and the promises you broke. You will feel a sadness that sits in your chest like a weight because you will finally understand how much time you have thrown away. But do not run from that grief. Feel it. Let it break you. Let it scar you. Let it tear you apart inside. Because only when you have felt the pain of what you have wasted will you develop the rage required to never waste again. That is what rebirth feels like. Transformation is not inspiring in the beginning. It is violent. You are killing an identity that once kept you alive. The old you was built out of trauma, insecurity, fear, and survival. It wasn't useless. It served a purpose. It protected you when you were weak. It gave you excuses so you wouldn't face the world unprepared. It kept you small because small felt safe. But now, you do not need safety. You need power. And the identity you wear is too small for the life you want. So you must tear it off like old skin. You must shed every belief that limits you. You must destroy every lie you told yourself. You must face the truth that your potential is terrifying because it demands responsibility. If you rise, you lose the right to complain. If you succeed, you lose the right to blame. If you grow stronger, you lose the right to hide behind weakness. And that level of responsibility scares people more than failure ever could. That is why most people stay average. They are terrified of who they could become. They know that greatness means no more excuses. Greatness means pressure. Greatness means accountability. Greatness means expectations. Greatness means becoming the person others depend on. And deep down, many people would rather stay small and unnoticed than rise and be seen. But not you. Something in you is different. You would not be here listening to this if you were meant to stay average. And whether you admit it or not, you know you are capable of a life that is bigger than the one you're living. You know there is something powerful inside you. You know you are not ordinary. You know you are not supposed to be silent, invisible, or forgettable. You know there is a version of you that could walk into any room and command respect without speaking a word. You know there is a version of you that can build, accomplish, create, inspire, and lead. You can feel it. Like a shadow behind you, like a future calling your name. But here's the truth. The future you want is not waiting. It is hiding. And the only way to reach it is to kill the version of you that can't survive there. You cannot bring your laziness into that future. You cannot bring your self-doubt into that future. You cannot bring your procrastination, your excuses, your jealousy, your addiction to comfort. If you bring the old you into a new life, the new life will become the old life. This is why people change countries, cities, relationships, schools, jobs, and still remain miserable. Because they moved to a new world while keeping the old identity. The prison was never the environment, it was the mind. So do not think you need a new environment to become someone new. You could stay in the same room, the same city, the same job, and still transform your entire life, if you transform yourself. Discipline is stronger than circumstance. Identity is stronger than environment. Purpose is stronger than excuses. You do not need a perfect life to start. You need a decision. And that decision is not emotional. It is not inspirational. It is not dramatic. It is silent. It is cold. It is simple. I will no longer lose to myself. That is the moment everything changes. Not when you feel motivated, not when you feel confident, but when you feel nothing and you work anyway. When your mind tells you to stop, and you continue. When your emotions beg for comfort and you deny them.
when you do the right thing even when you hate doing it. That is what separates the weak from the strong. When life hits them, the weak break, the strong grow. When problems appear, the weak complain, the strong solve. When failures come, the weak quit, the strong learn. Strength is not built in success, strength is built in suffering. And most people run from suffering, thinking it's a sign of failure, but suffering is the birthplace of greatness. Nothing in nature grows without pressure. Diamonds require pressure. Muscles require tension. Trees require storms. You require hardship. The universe is not punishing you, it is preparing you. Every painful chapter was training. Every betrayal was armor. Every failure was data. Every heartbreak was sharpening your mind. Every loss was teaching you how to survive. Every struggle was building the version of you that you are about to become. You are not behind. You are being built. The world has not abandoned you. It has been shaping you. And the moment you realize this, you stop feeling sorry for yourself and start feeling dangerous. You stop asking, "Why me?" and start saying, "Try me." You stop running from challenges and start hunting them, because challenges are where you grow. Weak people seek comfort, strong people seek conquest. Weak people wait for life to get easier, strong people become harder to break. And once you develop that mindset, the world changes, not because it becomes kind, but because you become powerful. Life does not get easier, your strength makes it feel easy. Problems don't disappear, your mind outgrows them. Fear doesn't leave, you learn how to act while scared. And when you reach that point, something beautiful happens. You stop caring who doubts you. You stop needing validation. You stop craving approval. You stop explaining yourself. Because you will realize that the only person who ever had to believe in you was you. Everyone else is a spectator. Some will cheer, some will boo, some will ignore you, but none of them will live your life for you. So why would you live it for them? Stop trying to impress people who wouldn't care if you failed. Stop seeking love from people who don't love themselves. Stop shrinking yourself to fit into environments you were meant to rise above. Stop lowering your standards to make others comfortable. Your life is yours. Your future is yours. Your transformation is yours. And the moment you take ownership of that, you will feel a power inside you that you have not felt in years. A fire, a hunger, a violent refusal to waste another second. And once that fire ignites, nothing will be able to extinguish it. Not setbacks, not pain, not fear, not failure, not loneliness. Because the strongest version of you does not rise when life is easy. It rises when life is hard.
So before this ends, take a breath and understand something you cannot afford to forget. Your life is not a rehearsal. There are no retakes, no restart button, no checkpoint to load from if you fail. Every day you wake up is one less day you have left. And you do not get to know when the last one will be. One day, you will take your final breath, and all that will remain is the story you wrote with your actions, not your intentions. Nobody will remember what you wanted to do. They will remember what you actually did. Nobody will remember what you dreamed of becoming. They will remember who you became. And when that moment comes, when the world goes quiet and your time is gone, the only voice left will be your own, asking one question: did I win against myself? Make sure the answer is yes. Not for the world, not for the applause, not for the approval, but for the person you were born to be. You don't have to change your whole life today. You just have to stop losing to the weaker version of you, because somewhere in the future, the strongest version of you is waiting, and every decision you make either walks you toward that version or away from it. Choose wisely, choose discipline, choose growth,
Choose yourself. You versus you. And now, finally, you know who needs to win.